Hello and welcome to another episode of What Do You Call It podcast. I'm your host, GB. Today's guest is possibly the future of British wrestling.
Possibly.
Please welcome Raymond O'Reilly. We've got
Hello.
a big
Thanks.
English chat, mate. Thank you for coming on, by the way, mate. I do appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Normally, I rewind the clocks, but a few questions were submitted for you on my Instagram, where I asked the listeners and the followers to submit some questions for you. So we're going to begin with that. Big boss, Tyson Keaton,
Tyson Keaton.
friend of the show. I think you know what he's going to ask because
Yeah.
I believe you asked a similar question. He wants to know what's your favorite match of the year? Wink, wink. Normally I'm supposed to do the wink then, but
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I don't want to upset Mr. Tyson over here, but I've had so many great matches this year. I've had so many ones that I call my favorite. Obviously, the one with Tyson, that was obviously one of my favorites, but I've had so many recently in Tunbridge, my hometown. I wrestled Connor Mills, and that's easily my favorite. That was brilliant. That was so, I don't know, just everything about it. It just
Mm,
flowed, just brilliant. Maybe the fact that it was in my hometown as well. That don't know. Maybe there was just something in the air that day. But yeah, that was my favorite. But also, I had earlier on this year in March, I had a couple. I had a match with Top Gun Tommy Kyle,
yeah, yeah, I know.
and then yeah, it's basically yeah, that was amazing as well. I really enjoyed that one.
Nice, mate. Thank you, Tyson, for the question. You might be a bit gutted that it wasn't
Yeah,
just him that was
yeah,
named and only him, but
yeah.
that's cool, man. We will touch on some of your highlights and sort of how you got into the wrestling business,
Mm.
but I've also got a few more questions. Peckham Playboy,
Okay.
Hakan, someone I know you're very familiar with,
Yeah.
of yours. He has asked, who from Gen Pro should people keep an eye on?
People keep an eye on.
You can say you as well.
um, who should people keep an eye on? Ryan Steele. Ryan Steele. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's got this character. He's got this book that he likes to read. He calls it the Book of Salvation, and he's just so intriguing. Do you know
Mm,
what I mean? He's always got something going on, and he's just got that. He's just got about him. He stands out. He's very different in a way that no one else is. So yeah, Ryan Steele, and he's in great shape, and he looks really good.
nice, mate. Have you wrestled him before?
Yeah, I've wrestled him before. I had a great match with him back in when was it? September, 14th of September. Yeah, it was me and Ryan Steele. And we had this big spot fest. We did all the indie moves and all stuff like that. Yeah, it was great. It's awesome.
Good man, good man. Peckham Playboy also wants to know who do you want to wrestle in 2026?
2026. A big one for me, I think, is Alexander Roth. I've met him, I've seen him, and I love his work. I think he's
Mm.
awesome. So Alexander Roth and also Paul
Very
Robinson.
charismatic as well. He's good.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's great with that. And also, yeah, Paul Robinson.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, yeah, he's awesome. Paul Robinson.
I remember like seeing him and Osprey come together as the Swords of Essex.
Yeah,
And I got him really into like attending like independent shows. And
yeah,
them two were just amazing together. But Paul Robinson as a single star as well, I think he's wicked. Just
yeah,
very,
he's
very
brilliant.
good.
At CPF as well as a tag team, maybe with Isaac. That'd be
Nice.
awesome.
Isaac's
Yeah.
good as well. Also, how is Hakan, by the way, before I do get on to your career and how you got into wrestling? How's he as an opponent?
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good. So I've only really wrestled him in sort of main event sort of circumstances, and it's always been great. It's always been really fun. Yeah, it's been really fun. So in Tunbridge at WrestleForce, I had another really good match with him, and he said that was his favorite one of the year. So that was really good. Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice match.
And for his Gen Pro World Championship, that one was even better actually. That's when I had July 13th. That was also really good. It's really good times. It's great with Hacker.
Sick, mate. Still the current champion. Maybe
Yeah,
2026. Who knows? Someone will
yeah.
reign.
I'll get it back off him. Don't worry. I'll get it.
Good luck to that, mate. Good luck. Um, gonna be one o'clock, and I want to discover how Raymond O'Reilly became a wrestling fan.
So, I don't know if you know this, but my mum and dad both used to be wrestlers, and that's how they met.
Oh, wicked. Tell me about
And
that.
this, yeah, no. So my dad. So actually, the gear I'm wearing, the gear I always wear, is actually my dad's old gear, and his name is Chris O'Reilly. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
obviously where I get the O'Reilly from.
Yeah.
My mum, she was Lethal Lucy Claydon, and she's actually the MC for most of the Genesis shows.
Oh, nice. So your second
So yeah,
generation.
yeah, and it was so they sort of yeah, so they I just sort of I've grew up and it was always around me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've just sort of grown to love it. It's like it was in the family anyway. Um, you know, I just always used to love watching it on the TV when I was younger, and I just loved it. It's just my favorite thing.
Did you go to a lot of shows that they would be involved in? And did you find
I
yourself?
actually, I actually only went in a couple. So I went. I remember going to one of my dad's, and Osprey was actually on the show,
Oh, cool.
and I remember that was really cool. But yeah, so my mum, basically, I mean, I had my first match February of last year, but really I had it when I was in my mum's stomach because she wrestled when she was pregnant with me.
No.
Yeah, she didn't know, so that was crazy. Yeah, yeah. So I suppose that was my debut, really. Yeah,
Bloody hell, mate. Debut at what, like 6, 7 months?
yeah,
That should
yeah,
be in the Guinness somewhere, mate.
yeah.
Fair play to you. Did your parents kind of sort of get you into the business in terms of making you understand at a young age, or did you kind of just develop and understand quite early on sort of how it works?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. As I just grew up, I didn't even look at it as fighting, really. I just sort of looked at it like it was a performance.
Yeah.
And I just sort of, like, whenever anybody's asked me, like, oh, what do you want to do with younger? It's always, I just want to be a wrestler because I just loved it. It's just sort of, it's one of those things. My parents did it and it was just, I don't know. I don't really know.
No, no,
I
that
just,
makes sense.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. But you did grow into it though. You kind of knew what your
yeah,
parents did,
yeah,
and then
definitely.
you couldn't sort of escape it, could you really? Sort of in
Yeah, no, no.
the
Yeah,
household
and
as well.
I was asking my mum, like, obviously, this is a couple of years ago now. I was like, is there anywhere that does children's professional wrestling? And she went, oh, yeah, there's one in Maidstone, actually. And she used to know the promoter.
Yeah.
And then we went down to there. That's Genesis. And that was just brilliant. Genesis is great.
No,
Genesis
good
is
man.
great. Yeah.
Is that how you would get your foot into wrestling? Was it the encouragement of your parents, or did you sort of do it on your own? Sort of,
No, no, no. I did it on my own. So I kept nagging my mum about if there was children's pro wrestling in just in general, because I didn't know if kids were allowed to do it. And then luckily Genesis had a children's class, which I think it's from age 8 to like age 16 or something. And I was 11 at the time, 11 or 12 at the time. And I went down there and I loved it. It was like everything you could imagine. Like maybe it was just because it was my first session. We sort of yeah, no. So I went outside, and like before the beginning session, there was a big ring session, and I just sort of walked in and I saw the ring. I thought, oh, this is awesome. And then we went and then we messed about on the mats. But it was literally, it was so fun because when you think of going to a wrestling session as a child, all you want to do is like RKO's and stuff. And the first
yeah,
session was like,
Swanton bombs and 450s.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that first session was literally you could just have fun. Do you know what I mean? And then you sort of learn like the basics over time. But you know, Gen
Yeah.
Pro was great for that. It was really good for that.
Yeah, I think Hakan's talked about the school as well, teaching
Mm.
young adults and children as well, which I think is pretty cool. If I was a kid, sort of a teenager even, and I asked my parents if I can wrestle, I would immediately get shut down and told to crack on with school. Hello there. I've got a special announcement from my next guest.
This is the Turkish delight, the talented Captain Peng himself, the Peckham Playboy, Hakan.
Yeah, I heard. When is it that you felt confident enough to start? Okay, I'm actually going to make something of this, and then you would basically have your first match, official in-ring debut.
Well, I don't know how long I'd say I was just under a year into training. No, no, I was just over a year into training actually.
Hmm.
And then I went to this training set. So for Genesis for ages we didn't have a ring or nothing because I know. So we only did matted sessions until it like for about like a year and a half. We just did mat sessions until we had a ring.
Yeah,
Until we did ring sessions again, so we had out the ring. And then there was this other company who had a ring, and we just all went there because it had a ring, and it was in Dover. We like a whole lot of the Gen Pro guys just went there because it had a ring. It was all dying to get in the ring. And then it was so two of the trainees would be selected into the battle royal at the end. And then me and I don't know if you know Cletus Cannonball. He
Mate, it
also
rings
trains
a
at Gen
bell.
Pro.
Yeah, it rings a
Yeah,
bell.
he also trains. And then me and Cletus got picked. And at the time, I was under this. I wasn't Raymond O'Reilly. I was under this mask. I call myself deranged. It was like a big clown. It was like scary. But I literally just looked like a little like scrawny kid in like a mask, just doing my thing. It was so much fun.
How
That
old
time.
were you at this point, by the way, when you did do this back row, when you was
13.
deranged?
Yeah, I was 13.
Hell.
Yeah, yeah. But, yeah, no, I remember. I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was so fun. And then a couple of months later, actually, it was the same promoter. He gave me this opportunity to be in a triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like on the day, and I was bricking it. I was so scared. I was so worried, but I got through it, and it was fun. It was really fun.
Nice, mate. Nice. Have your parents, basically your family, have they seen you wrestle live multiple times now at this point?
Yeah. There's always. I mean, because of my age, one of my parents have to take me like all the time.
Yeah.
And they all come. Like sometimes, I think for the first couple of them, because obviously it was special, because I had like a lot of shows at that point. I get my whole bloodline to come along, just to home watch it, come and watch it, and there'll be like a crowd of like 100 people, and then like 30 of them will be my family.
Nice.
So,
automatic cheers for you then.
Yeah.
No chance you're working Hill that night. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I did actually want to ask. You know, when you was like training on the mats for quite a long time, and then did eventually start learning to use the ropes. How was that first, by the way? Like that sort of transition from mats onto the ropes. Was it quite hard hitting?
It was a struggle. It was such a struggle because like from being the mats, it's all well and good knowing how to bump and how to roll and all that stuff. But as soon as you get into ring, there's like ropes, and you don't, and all your positioning's all off, and it's like weird. But I don't know. As it's like obviously we do like way more ring sessions now. We do like twice a month ring sessions. So we get used to it. And obviously me working sort of every other week or every week, just sort of, it helps. But it was rough. It was rough at first. It was rough to start with. But we got there. We got there.
Nice, man. I know you have got there because I have seen your content. I've seen your matches, specifically for WrestleForce, because we have just touched on Gen Pro. But WrestleForce, tell me about the highlights that you've had there.
WrestleForce. So, what was it, WrestleForce? So at Genesis, there was another guy. There's this other guy, Deco Williams. I don't know if you've heard. Is another one of the. So the promoter of WrestleForce wanted DK, and then he'd also seen me in like other training clips, and he said, "Oh, bring Raymond along." Then I came along, and I know the rest is history. We did like this fair show. I wrestled Kieran Lacey, and that was one of my best matches at that point. I mean, I only had like 5 matches, but I really loved that match. And then Tunbridge, it was May 5th was that fair show, and then Tunbridge was on the May 25th, and then he booked me for Tunbridge, and then I wrestled the Rat Master, and that was really fun. And then the rest is history, really.
Nice, mate.
I had a couple sort of throughout that year. I had like maybe 3-4 more WrestleForce bookings at that year, and then since December last year, I've been on it. I've been on like every single show for WrestleForce.
Nice. I see you wrestled Isaac Blair. Great talent.
Yeah, we have fun ones. We just do every move in the whole entire world.
It literally doesn't stop, does it?
I had this really, really fun one with him at Whittam. That was awesome. That was in Isaac's hometown. When I beat him, I beat Isaac in his hometown. That was sick.
So I feel like he's got to return the favour now and beat you in your hometown of Tonbridge.
No. So the first match you had was in Sevenoaks, which is only about 20 minutes down the road from me. Yeah. And he beat me in Sevenoaks, and then I beat him in Whittam. So that's right. It's an even playing field. And then at Rayleigh, we had another one. That was another really good one. It was a double full finish. So we got to have one more. I was
going to say in 2026, that is what fans should be expecting at least in your wrestling calendar. Is another match with Isaac Blair.
Yeah, there'll be so many.
Mate. I think that'll be good. What I do want to ask as well is you faced off against the Wonder Kid, Jonny Storm.
Yeah.
So he was one of the first wrestlers that really opened my eyes up to something that isn't WWE or WCW or whatever. So when I was pretty young, first ever independent show that I went to, Jonny Storm was there. Blew me away. I thought it was amazing. And then just see where he is at now and just what he's achieved. I think he's just such an underrated British wrestling legend, in my opinion. Tell me about the experience of being in the ring with him.
It was brilliant. So so typically, it was July 2024 is when I first wrestled Jonny Storm. I didn't have a lot of matches. Maybe I was like 15-20 matches in.
Yeah,
that's where I first wrestled Jonny. And usually he what he does is he arrives and then he sets up his merch table, and then he comes back just as the show's starting, and then I'm like, I'm so worried, but no, he was great. Jonny Storm was awesome. So and you learn so much from him. Like even now, so the first time I wrestled him was July 2024, and then I wrestled in March this year. And you still like every time I work him, I learn so much more every time. Like Johnny's great. Johnny's really good. Still
moving well, man. Honestly.
Yeah. And how old is he? Like 50 or something?
I mean, I'm not getting into the age. Yeah. But I mean,
that's right. Me and Johnny are tight like that. Me and Johnny are tight like that.
But no, he just moves so well. He's aged like 15 minutes, 25 years, and honestly, I've always been such a big mark for him. I think I've still got his signature somewhere.
Yeah.
That's God. I'm showing my age now. But Raymond, who else at the moment? I know we talk about like future opponents and stuff, but who realistically would you like to wrestle in WrestleForce that you haven't wrestled yet?
Oh, WrestleForce. Well, AJ Payne. I want to wrestle him.
Yeah, he's good. Commentate for his match the other day.
And Regan. You know Regan Blade.
Yes, he's very, very good.
Yeah, Regan's awesome. Both, but like all these all the young people who that I see like working for Dropkicks, and they always end up at WrestleForce. All of them, I want to wrestle all of them because they all just they're all like hungry.
Yeah,
like how I'm hungry. We're all hungry to sort of get out there and impress people, and that's just why I enjoyed my matches with Isaac so much, because we put absolutely everything into them and try and impress like everyone. Do you know what I mean? So that all like the guys my age at like WrestleForce who were like just starting to break out, like them lot.
Nice. There's a good crop of talent in DKW. Great promotion. Can't say anything bad about them. Much love to them. Tell me, if you used to come back in this podcast, let's say 3 years time, not necessarily opponents, but what would you have liked to achieve on your wrestling CV? So you could think, okay, I'd like to wrestle in Japan, America, Mexico, whatever. Just it's your journey, it's your career.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking in a few years' time, because it can go quick. What do you think? Top of your head, I would love to do this. All that as well.
Yeah. I'd love to. I think right now the aim is to maybe wrestle in sort of like outside of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like even if it's in like France, Germany, or like Spain or something. I feel like earlier this year I went up to Manchester, and that was the furthest I ever went.
Yeah.
They're called Stockport Plaza Wrestling, and that was really fun. They were all really nice. But I think maybe for this year, or maybe like next year, maybe like Wales or Scotland or something like that, or maybe even
big
Ireland.
Wrestling scene in Scotland still, basically.
Yeah. Ireland maybe, but just anywhere outside of the country, and obviously try and get on like the big leagues in the UK and stuff as well.
Hello there. I've got a special announcement for my next guest.
Yep, that's right. Dubai World Champion Jay Lamrod. I know you know the name, so tune in and take a look at this interview.
Yeah, I heard. Can I ask you a fun question? Doesn't have to be wrestling related, but it's entirely up to you, Raymond.
Yeah.
3 dream dinner guests for your dream party.
My dream guests for a dream party.
Yep, you're the host. It can be fiction, non-fiction, anything, mate. I had someone say Jesus the other week. So, it can be anything, mate, anything. But I want a quick reason as to why you want this individual at your party. Give me number 1.
Dream guests at my dream party.
Did you have any childhood heroes?
Dolph Ziggler.
Nice.
Yeah, because I was just so mental. Like how all of his selling is just mental. I feel like he just carried that over to the party. Do you know what I mean? It's just such a fun day. It's such a fun night. So Dolph Ziggler.
I reckon he can drink as well.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I'm trying to think there's not wrestling.
Imagine Tyson Keaton watching this, be like, me.
Yeah. Tyson Keaton. Yeah.
There we go, big boss. He's gonna love that.
Yeah. Big boss is the second guest.
So we've
And
got
then
Dolph Ziggler, Big Boss Tyson Keaton, and the last guest, number three.
last guess. Um, okay, so we got Big Boss, we got Dolph Ziggler, and then we got John Cena.
I feel dumb for asking this because it's probably going to be quite obvious, but I want to hear why you specifically want John Cena there.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I need to explain why I
Gonna
would
say.
want John Cena there. I mean, it's John Cena. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
going to shed tears during this last match?
I don't know. I'm not the one to share tears personally, but I don't know. It'll be upsetting. I think how many dates he's got left? Like four, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it's three. So I think it's December, isn't it? Last one, Saturday night's main
Yeah,
event. So I think I'll be sad. I mean, I probably won't cry or anything, but I feel will
yeah,
get to me with the crowd and
yeah,
just
definitely. But it's one of those, right? It was my favorite wrestler when I was growing up, and it's just like he's retiring now. It's just like, I don't know. It makes you sad thinking about it, doesn't it?
it is, mate. It is. They retired, but then going back to what I said the introduction, you got to look to the future,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
possibly you are the future of British wrestling. Who
Hopefully,
is Raymond O'Reilly? If you had to describe to someone that hasn't discovered you yet.
I'd say Raymond O'Reilly is a second generation wrestler who he's a mix of high flying and because he does amateur wrestling in real, well, freestyle wrestling in real life as well. So he's athletic, he's technical, and he's high flying, and he's yeah, that's about it really. I don't know.
Nice. Tell me about the freestyle wrestling quickly before I sort of put an end to this chit chat, as it's actually
Uh,
flown by, really. Gone quite quick.
yes. So my uncle, he was 10th in the world when he was 18. His name's Buster. Yeah, so he teaches me and my cousins how to do like the freestyle wrestling. Obviously, he's really good at it. And my cousin Ronald, he got I can't remember, I think he's got first or second in the British Championships recently. So he's doing really well.
Yeah,
So he's doing it. He's doing it way more than me. I do it like once in a while, like now with my uncle.
yeah.
But, my cousin Ronald, he's smashing it. I think he did win the British Championships actually. And then my cousin Lila, she got third in the British Championships. So yeah, no, we're all doing pretty good at that. And I'm just here doing my pro wrestling. Yeah,
You're smashing it, though. But that mate got pretty damn athletic family, mate. Fucking hell.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I say. It's all in the family. All the wrestling's in the family.
Have you wrestled any of your family members, by the way?
No, no. I was supposed to do a
Oh.
earlier this year. I was supposed to do a tag match with me and my dad,
Yeah.
but that just didn't happen. That didn't happen in the end.
Another thing
But
to
no,
add, 2026, mate.
yeah. But no, I've never wrestled any in my family. No.
Fair play. I'm sure it'll happen, mate. So the last question for you, is there anything you want to say? Anyone in particular? I know we've mentioned a few future opponents, but is there anyone you want to call out right now? Or
Well,
any matches you want to promote? Because we're now at the end of the interview, mate.
our matches I want to promote. So tomorrow at Rumble Wrestling, Friday the 31st of October, it's me and Leland Bryant versus Mark True and Kieran Lacey.
Nice.
That's on tomorrow at Kemsley in Sittingbourne. And on Sunday in Alton in Hampshire, I'm going one-on-one with Jordan Sparks, who I haven't wrestled before. Yeah, that should be fun. That's all. That's all really.
And if people
Isaac
want to keep
Blair.
up,
I want to call out Isaac Blair for that
go on.
final match. For that final match. Who's going to win? Me, hopefully.
I'll tag him.
Yeah.
And if people want to keep up to date with what you've got lined up for the rest of the year and 2026, because we spoke about that quite a lot, how can they keep up to date with you on social media?
We just follow. So on my Instagram is where I do most of my stuff. Is where I post. Yeah, like most of what's going on my stories and my my posting and that. I post occasionally on TikTok as well. That's under Raymond_O_Riley. And yeah, Facebook and all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. Follow me on my socials. That's where I do a
Sweet,
lot of my
sweet.
socials.
Appreciate you coming on, mate.
No
Give
worries. Thank you.
Raymond a follow on his social media. I'll put them in the description below in case you missed it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, give me a follow on my social media handles. They'll be in the description below. But give Raymond a follow. That is more important. But for now, everyone, happy Halloween. Because that time recording, it is the 30th of October. Ooh. Yeah, you know why I love Halloween. But nah, all good. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for What Do You Call It? Podcast.